So how was it? Are you exhausted and tired? Or are you motivated and excited? I hope JA Inspire was an exciting day for you, and you at least identified a couple of career options to consider. It's an important start, but what next?
When you finish up with JA Inspire, the first thing that you probably should do is take a moment, collect your thoughts, and put them down on paper. Then what I would do is start to make a to-do list. Who did I meet? What was I impressed by? Organize my thoughts, and then start to make deliberate actions to contact those folks.
You know, now it's really time to answer the calling. Now it's really time to develop the plan. It's time to put it into action. It's time to reach out to those professionals in that area and sector and start your plan. Come see us, come shadow with us, come volunteer with us. We're excited to have you as future professionals, especially in the healthcare sector, and we can't wait to get you started on your next steps.
I think at the conclusion of it, to be able to reflect back and say, what did I like? What didn't I like? Where can I see myself? If I fast forward 50 years and I look back and say, boy, I'm really glad I did that, and it all starts here, then what were those things that you liked the best? And you don't have to pick just one. There can be multiple things that you're interested in, but try to narrow that field. Something that you think is going to really work and really strikes a chord with your interest, your passion, and what you want to spend your life doing.
Throughout this video series, we've been introduced to a variety of professionals who have lended their time and expertise to your future. We thought it would be fun to close by asking them two questions. What's the best advice someone gave you along the way? And what encouragement do you have for students starting out?
The thing I try to tell people around here is, particularly with the new people, the difference between you and our most experienced person who's doing this job is they've already made a lot more mistakes than you have, and they've learned from them.
Don't be afraid to fail. It's not a bad thing. You just get stronger for the next time. I think another thing is always be proactive. Never wait for something to happen. Go and get it.
When you start to set a goal in life, don't limit yourself. From the beginning, just think of the world of opportunity to say anything's possible.
And put yourself out there. Don't be afraid to take the risk and being willing to say yes.
When you don't understand something, don't pretend that you understand it. Privately, tactfully, ask a question and pursue and persist patiently, pleasantly, until you get the answer.
It's a team effort. Nobody is ever successful by themselves. Everybody's success depends on other people, and whether that's your coworkers, your family, your friends, your support network, that's really important.
My fourth grade teacher said, good, better, best. Never let it rest until good is better and better is best. And it sounded so incredibly corny at the time, but I will tell you I've lived my whole life that way. And it's amazing what's possible when you believe in yourself, even when you don't have any idea what you're doing.
We are fortunate to have people around us who can help us get started. Check with your guidance counselors to see what career planning tools are available. There are lots of websites and resources to help you discover a career path to consider. It's important to use these resources and start looking for options that work for you.
Remember, people don't become successful by accident. Most people who succeed start by doing the things we're talking about, and then continue to learn, grow, and adjust their plan as their careers develop.
Another great resource is People. People who can help you think through career options you might be considering. Take advantage of a career planner, an adult mentor, or school counselor who can help you reach all of your career goals.
Our hope is that through this series, you have been both inspired and informed. Remember, it really is your career and your future.
Take advantage of the opportunities we've learned. Make connections, continue to ask good questions, continue to learn, and be confident that you too can discover a career that can be both successful and fulfilling.
I would say it's an exciting world to be part of right now, and it's because there's so much opportunity. Some of the things that we're going to be working on haven't even been invented yet. one thing I can tell you about the world is while it is exciting, it is also up to you. And it's up to that person to seize it, to take advantage of it, to navigate through it, ask for help when they need it. You're basically ahead of the curve and ahead of the game, and I think that's going to be very exciting for those people who take advantage of this opportunity.
Hello, students. If you are watching this video and getting ready for lesson 6, I'm guessing that you've already had plenty of opportunities to get onto our VFair site and take part in the Career Exploration Fair. We hope that you have enjoyed it, and we hope that you have found some amazing information on there that will help you take the next steps. So what exactly do you do now? We have asked you to do some self-assessment and asking yourself the things that you are interested in or things that you like to do. We've asked you to identify some career fields that might be an interest to you. And now you've had an opportunity to actually explore companies and look at colleges and universities. So you have this amazing amount of information that you have been able to gather. But what is it that you do now? What is the next step? What we've talked about before, and you heard the experts say in the videos, is that personal reflection and planning are two important aspects of building a successful career. You've done a lot of personal reflection, and you will continue to do that because you will find that as you go through your schooling and the older you get, things are going to change, and things that you were interested in now are going to be different than what you're interested in the future. And so this is a system that is continually going to be updated, and you will find that you will use this throughout your entire life and throughout your career. There are some personal reflections for you to be able to go over, and here are 5 different questions. What did you consider to be your top 3 industries visited during JA Inspire? Choose one industry that's most interesting to you and explain why that was something that was interesting to you. Describe 3 things that you have learned about this industry. To get started in this industry, what type of education or training will you need in order to be part of that industry? And then 5 is what skills do you need to be successful? So these again are um, information and reflection questions for you to look at. So looking just at these final 2, to be started in this industry, what type of education or training is needed and what skills do you need to be successful? This is where you can talk to your guidance counselors, or if you have tech classes that you are in, there's a lot of different people that will be able to help you in looking at this. Obviously, when you're looking at something that is an end of career, for example, the gentleman in the first video that was looked to be in the news industry, he said that things had changed for him, and he had talked about the experienced news anchors versus people that are new in the industry. Well, what is it that I need to be able to start in that industry? And then once you're in the industry, you will learn ways to be able to become more experienced and to build your career in that industry. But career counselors are a great place to be able to go. Also, school websites like university or college websites are great places to go and to get this information. Another part of the personal reflections that I want you to consider is, what do you do if your interest goes across career fields? An example that I am thinking of is, what if I want to do something in the health science career field and I'm wanting to be an anesthesiologist, yet I love animals and I'm wanting to work with animals? How do I take those 2 different interests and put those 2 things together? Um, if you will research zoos or companies that take care of wildlife sanctuaries or things of that nature, you could see where you can take different career clusters and put them together. An anesthesiologist can have veterinarian experience and be able to help with surgeries or different types of health-related issues when it comes to large animals, such as lions or tigers or elephants or giraffes. There's just a variety of different things that can be done. And so don't try to just fit yourself in to one career cluster, because there are things that could interest you that can go across a variety of different career clusters or across a different variety of career fields. One thing that I'm not showing on this PowerPoint, but is a good research for yourself, is if you go to your student guide and you go to page, I believe it is page 11. Yes, page 11. You will find a graphic there that says where I have visited, and it divides. There's 6 different categories there that you can use to go back and to see what you visited and what you like to do. So as we finish up this portion of the JA Inspire event, I would encourage you to continue going back to the site until April 27th. That Career Exploration Fair site will be available until the end of the day on April 27th. So you have plenty of time to be able to go in. It's a site that's open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So you can use it at any point in time if you want to. I would encourage you to share this with siblings or with friends or with parents or grandparents, whoever might be in your life. Get them on there, walk them through that, have them take the opportunity to look at it also. Also, please remember to take the time to do your post assessment that can be found in the student section under the jainspireok.org website. Finally, we just really want to thank you for being part of this JA Inspire program. It is a wonderful event that we have enjoyed putting together, and we are absolutely thrilled with this being virtual, that we're able to reach students and to reach in areas of the state of Oklahoma that we would not normally be able to reach in. If you're interested in the JA Inspire program, please take some opportunities to research some of the other JA events that we have to offer and JA programs that we can bring into the schools, into the classrooms. And then finally, you have seen this slide before, but I just want to remind you that you can be anything that you want to be, and don't ever let anything hold you back. Again, thank you for being part of JA Inspire.